Yes. Invite. Yes. Uh, copy all. Copy all. Uh-uh. Copy. Copy. Mhm. Now go to hit share. Yeah, hit share. And then let's go share with mm, so this. There's Tammy. Go back. Send this link. Copy all and hit share. I send this link to Tammy. And go back. Yes. And hello, hello, hello. I'm trying to bring Miss Tammy on. Hello. Hey y'all, I'm trying to bring Miss Tammy on. Uh Waiting on her to hit. Hold on 1 minute. We got a guest tonight. So I'm a little bit early. For a second. Milwaukee in the house. Yes, yes, yes. Hey Sylvia. I'm trying to get Miss Tammy on. Um okay, let me see this. She hold on, y'all. We got a guest tonight. I'm trying to do right. Let's see. I think I did it right. Let's see. Did you get it? Did she get it? Did you get it? Okay, so you got to make sure your phone on. You got the link that I sent you, right? Okay, so all you got to do is just hit that link, and then it's gonna show me on the phone where the guest gonna come in. We got to make sure your camera is on. Mm. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna just hang up, and that's all you got to do because I'm on this phone, but it's gonna come on the other phone that we're on. Okay, all right. Mm-hmm. Okay, y'all, I might have did it right. I might have did it right. Sylvia, what's up, baby? Look at my hair, girl. Look at my hair. Look at my hair. Look at my hair. Mm. What y'all get? Anybody come on? Y'all tell me where you're tuning in from. Um, I wonder if I can't make that no bigger. Um, let's see if I turn it that way. Okay, I guess I can make it bigger that way. Okay. So I'm waiting on the guest to come on because I done invited her. And actually I had to come a little earlier tonight so I can practice this. You see me being a good girl? I turned the phone the opposite way. But now I'm gonna have to take this box and put the other phone, cause I sure hope that when everybody come on tonight, they just tell me where they tuning in from. Cause um, I don't want to be asking. If somebody come on, y'all tell them to tell us where they tuning in from. Okay, y'all type it to them, say, and ask them to tell us, cause I'm trying to do two things. Y'all know, hey, y'all know. Um, Miss Tammy got to make sure she hit her phone. I sent her the link, and she haven't did it yet. So we're supposed to have a guest. So if anybody want to talk about the Ozempic shots tonight, we'll be able to talk about it because Nurse Tammy is supposed to be coming on. Okay, that's why I came on a little bit early tonight. Y'all know our regular time is at 8, but I had to get home and rehearse. I had to get home and rehearse. So. Maybe I need to call her again and ask her, did she get it? Did you? Is there a problem? Um, okay, what's going on here? Mm, it's okay. Sylvia, you see I'm practicing, right? But I did everything right. I'm waiting on her to come on and see what's up. Let me try her again, because if not, um, let's see. Because it's supposed to tell me when the guests come on. Uh,
Hey, Brenda.
what's happening?
It's my phone is taking forever to download. It's just downloaded.
Okay, because it'll let me know once you it say you will want to ask your guests to be hard connected to a make sure you got your internet up, and then
Yeah.
invite the guests, set up a broadcast following instructions. Okay. So
Yeah, I hope my internet don't go out because it's so windy here. I've got 2 internet services. I'm so far out in the country.
okay, make sure check your internet and make sure it's up, the one that you can get on. Well, I don't send it to yeah, just make sure your internet is on. Uh, and see, it'll let me know when you come on because it'll show me I got a guest.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it asked me if I wanted to access my microphone and my camera right before you called. So hopefully, when I get back, it'll be on.
Okay. 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 That sounds good. Y'all, we're trying to invite a guest on. I have our own very nurse. I have a nurse, Tammy. She's supposed to come on tonight. And she can tell y'all about she'll be able to tell y'all about your Ozempic shots. Y'all don't forget to tell me where you're tuning in from, okay? Come on, y'all, tell me where you're tuning in from. You know your girl working with 2 phones here tonight, and I don't want to get cut off, okay? So y'all come on in, come on in. We're a little bit early. We're a little bit early, but that's okay. Okay, Tammy, I'm gonna hang up again and see if you can come on in because I'm calling you from an opposite phone.
Okay.
Okay, so see if you can come on through. Okay, so I did everything right. I did everything right. Y'all come on in, and I know we're a little early. We're a little early. Actually, we're good early. We're about 20 minutes early, but I had to practice, and there's no need for me to get off. There's no need for me to get off of here. What, Sylvia, let me tell you what happened. I just decided because these old things here is growing so long and they itching me. So I got my hair and put it up in a ponytail, honey. Oh, I got a guess. put it up on hold on, let me do this. Invite Tammy. Hey, Tammy. Add to the stage. Okay, y'all, hold on. Hey, Tammy.
Hey,
Hey, baby girl, how you doing?
I am good. Y'all, you just don't know how much I hate taking pictures or being on camera. So,
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. They were asking me, Sylvia was asking me about how uh she was asking me, told me that I looked cute tonight.
you do. I like them braids.
Hey, I'm just doing a bit. I told her I put my hair up because these things is getting so long and it itches me. So I just put a little foundation on my face today.
No,
That's
you look
all.
pretty. You look
Thank
pretty.
you. You do too. Thank you. You do
I've
too.
I've been out in the wind. It's so windy here. My hair
Exactly.
is. Hey,
Exactly.
I keep mine short. It's about time for a
Exactly.
haircut.
Okay. 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 And Tammy, tell me where you're tuning in from.
Calhoun, Georgia.
Who?
Calhoun. CalHoun.
Okay. Calhoun, Georgia. Okay, we got it. So yes, I'm gonna let you talk to the ladies tonight, and guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use this phone and I'm gonna be typing. I and this is what I want the women to experience. I want them to know that the journey ain't just all about me. It's people that has been educated to other things can come on and do what I'm doing, because I can learn too. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you have been a blessing to this platform. And I can't thank you enough, and I appreciate you. And I couldn't tell your story. So if you want to, you can share with them. I did tell Sylvia, which Sylvia is, she's like a ride or die. I tell you, I wouldn't trade her.
Yeah.
I did tell her a little bit. I told her that you was gonna have the surgery
Yeah.
and some complications came on, but it's not my place to tell them, because I try to tell women all the time that we do have complications,
Mm-hmm.
and it do prevent people from having surgery and stuff like that. So I want everybody to be aware of what can happen, and then there is options. There's other options that you can do. So if you,
Absolutely.
yes. So once everybody come on and stuff, I'm gonna turn it over to you, and I'm gonna just mute mine, and then I'm gonna be using the phone here, and I'm gonna be typing at some questions as well.
Will
You
I
gonna
be
have
able to see the questions, Brenda?
Yes. Do you
Okay.
see what's going on now?
No. Mm-mm.
What do you mean you know?
I see you, but I don't see the chat. Maybe if
Why?
I hit, maybe let me hit chat here.
Yeah,
Then
you
maybe
should
I
be able to
can
see. You should be able to see everything. Now you won't be able to type anything
comments.
unless you got
Oh,
another phone.
okay. Okay. Yeah, I
You
see it now. I just had to hit the comment button.
okay? Okay, cool. So you see everything that's going on now.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so I'm gonna let me go on this other phone here and let everybody. Well, I don't need to let them know anything. I'm gonna just go right here because we already introduced it to them. Let me go on and see where I'm at.
Now, Miss Brenda, you better
Um.
not go on mute because I don't talk as much as you do, baby.
Oh, I don't know if you. I'll be able to hear everything. I'll be able to. I'm gonna tell them I'm
Okay.
finna turn. I'll be able to hear everything. I'll be able to see. I'm finna type some now. Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Francine, come on in the house. Y'all, look at him. We got Baton Rouge in the house. We got a guest tonight, y'all. And guess who it is, y'all? It is Nurse Tammy. Uh, yeah. And guess what, y'all? We are on just a little bit early. But that's because your girl had to practice to make sure she knows how to bring somebody on. Because this is what I've been telling y'all. Our platform is getting better. I'm going to be able to come on and just do what I do, what y'all do, and just type and ask questions. I love it. I love it. I love it. Francine. Let's see. Francine is from Cleveland, Ohio. Anybody ever, y'all please, when y'all come on tonight, go ahead on and tell us where you're tuning in from, okay? Tammy, can you see the comments?
Yeah. Hey, Francine. Hey, Sylvia.
All right. And yes, that's yes. And oh, hello. Y'all can see me. Look at there. Look at to my every we got it. That's supposed to be everyone, y'all. Yeah. Um, hey, it's gonna get there, Francine. It's gonna get there. Tell her, Tammy. Tammy, you see what Francine said? You know
Yeah.
anything about?
I know a little bit about it. I'm supposed to have used this an apnea machine, but since I've lost weight, I don't have to use it anymore. So looks like they're trying to get you at 71%. Yeah, it's just going to probably take some time with that. I think as you lose weight, I think it's going to be easier to obtain on that as well. I know
Oh
I fell off of
wow.
mine completely. I had a study done after because I've lost
Mm.
about 70 pounds. And after I lost my weight, because I'm at goal now, I had another sleep study done, and they said I don't have to have it anymore. So praise the Lord for that.
Oh. Let me see. Francine said you don't see me, or can you see Tammy? Hey Rachel, girl, we got Nurse Tammy in the house. We got Nurse Tammy in the house. Y'all come on in, tell me where you tuning in from. We got Nurse Tammy in the house, y'all. And I'm gonna do what everybody else do. Hey Karen, y'all come on, y'all got to tell us where you're tuning in from. We got a special guest tonight. We got Nurse Tammy in the house. I really need y'all to come on, do what y'all know you need to do. We need to know where you're tuning in from. This every time we come on. So y'all please come on, come on, come on. Y'all tell me where you're tuning in. Uh, um,
So it looks like
oh,
Francine can see you.
okay, so you can see me now. You can see both of us, right? Very good, very good, very good. I see you. Okay. Um, oh, okay. Francine, you're gonna be fine because you're going to get your date. Okay, you are going to get your date. I'm gonna let a few more come on, and then what I'm gonna do, y'all, we got a special guest. As I had been telling y'all that we're going to get we're gonna have Nurse Tammy come on, and y'all will be able to ask questions. I'm gonna be quiet for a while. I'm gonna wait at least. I'm gonna turn her over at least 8 o'clock. Okay, because that's our regular time. But I'm so glad that y'all is coming in now. Y'all, when you come on, please tell where you're tuning in from, and that will make things so much easier. That'll make things so much easier. Y'all, please tell me where you're tuning in from. Karen, I need you to tell us where you're tuning in from. Please tell us where you're tuning in from. Um, and y'all, this is what I have been waiting, learning how to do. I did good tonight. Y'all ought to say hooray for Bryn. Hooray.
Yay. You did good and I did good because I'm not used
You
to
we did
this
that
stuff.
thing, didn't we, baby? I was nervous that I was nervous. That's why I said, "Oh, I better hurry up and get home." I had some errands to run. I said, "I better hurry up and get home because I gotta get there so that I can practice this thing." Because the worst thing could be, hello, is for me to come home and do it and then lose my life. I've done that before. Hello, Alice. How you doing? Lap Place, Louisiana. We got a special guest tonight. How are you, sweetheart? How are you? Um, eh, eh, eh. Yes, we got a special guest tonight, y'all. I'm gonna wait at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna turn this over. Um, she's gonna Sylvia, Tammy's gonna share with y'all after a while. Okay, she got a story she'll tell y'all, and that's why I was telling y'all everybody is so different. Okay, and when I turn it over to her, I'm gonna be quiet and let her. I'm gonna give her the stage tonight. Okay, for a while, and I'm going to be a participant. Okay. Thank you, Alice, for coming on. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Y'all don't forget, we got our own private bariatric page. Y'all see, we are not where we need to be with it, but we got about 45 members, and that's good for a couple of days. That is so good. So I try to look on it. Don't forget, y'all, if y'all have thank you for sharing and liking the live. Y'all, I really need y'all to do that. Share and like the live because tonight is gonna help so many people, okay? People that want to have the surgery and can't. And now tonight we have someone that can talk about that Ozempic shot, okay? I don't know very much about it, but we have someone that do, okay? So I do want all people to be, comfortable, and we're here to help everyone. We specialize in bariatric, but anybody that's a member of this platform, whether it's bariatric or Ozempic, it's all in losing weight. So we are going to cater to everyone, okay? Everyone that's doing that's on our platform, and whether however they losing the weight, that means they need our help, okay? We are going to be a private group. This is not private here. This is bariatric. This is us coming live. I can't make this private, so I don't think I can make this private because this for everybody. That's why it's women and men all over the world. So we don't want this to be private. We want this for so people that is really in need of help. I've had so many people say that they were uh, passing through and they just seen us and they came on and they say, thank you. I need this platform. So it is a blessing. It is a blessing. We got about 9 more minutes and I'm going to turn the floor over to Miss Tammy. We got 9 more minutes, baby, and I'm going to turn it over to Miss Tammy. Anybody else coming on? I need y'all to tell me where you tuning in from. This is cool, though. You like it, Tammy? I like this.
Yeah.
This is cool right here, y'all. This is cool. I turned my phone the other way too, y'all. I turned my phone the other way. I got something on I got stuff on here. So I'm going to okay, Alice. We that's why we're doing it. And that is why we are doing it. Now we do have Alice, I believe you're new. I'm not sure, but I believe you are. I have so many different people coming on all the time. So y'all don't get offended if I don't remember everyone. Okay. Y'all remember this mission that I'm on is for women and men all over the world. So if I don't remember everyone and say you're new, just take it in love, it'll be a long time before I remember everybody. Well, of course, old Sylvia, you know what I'm saying? She aggravated because y'all see what she said, that she was just gonna call me 3 and 4 times a day. And I told she said she gonna call me over and over and over. I said, okay, you just do that. You just do that. I wouldn't trade her for the world. But I do let y'all know that whenever y'all, if y'all need me, the phone is open. Y'all can call me, and I do see y'all do know if you call, I do answer the phone. So that's guaranteed. Yo, that's guaranteed. I'm there. I'm here. I'm for you. I'm right there. I'm on it. What you laughing at? You know you need to be laughing, Sylvia. And I don't know what Tara thinking, but she's gonna be coming on too. She's next. Um, I ain't gonna try to I'm not gonna try to bring too many people on, but Tara, her behind is gonna be next, okay? She's gonna be next. And I want y'all to really appreciate our guests when we bring them on. Like I said, at 8 o'clock, I'm gonna mute myself. And Tammy, you get ready to run this thing, okay? We're gonna show you how much we love you and appreciate you. We really do.
Oh, that's sweet.
I know I
That's
do. And all the ladies, y'all don't forget to share the live. I do need y'all to share the live. It's we do need I need you to at least share it for tonight. You share it for tonight, and tomorrow y'all could take it down. Because like I said, the more people get on, don't forget women and men all over the world. So that's where we're going, okay? Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Mr. Bartley, how are you? Oh, y'all, I think I got a crush. I think he liked me. uh, wow. Thanks for calling me. All right. It's okay. It's okay. I just want y'all to know, and I want you to notice for certain. One thing for sure, two things for certain. I'm here to do exactly what I said I was going to do. Okay. So if I don't hear from one of y'all and I give you a call, that's because I got y'all. I got everybody. I got a phone with nothing but bariatric. Okay. I know where you're at in the phone. So if y'all inbox me your phone number, I got your number. Okay. So if I think something is wrong, you might get a phone call from me or something. Okay. It's okay if you're asleep. Y'all can call me whenever you need me. I don't care what time it is. Like I said, I don't work anywhere. So like I said, if you need to talk to me, if you're depressed, if anything go on, y'all can call your leader. That's what I'm here for. Okay. That's what I'm obligated to do. I'm dedicated to y'all. And that's a promise from me to y'all. Okay. And that's going to be always. Now, it's gonna come a point where I know this platform is gonna get overbearing for me, where I'm gonna have to probably have, I don't know if I can have mediators on this platform, but God done already showed it to me in my spirit, and I keep telling y'all that is why I tell everyone when you come on to tell me where you're tuning in from, women and men all over the world. And it's so important. It's so important to other people because when they come on and they see that our platform is international, then they're like, wow, these women ain't playing, and we're not playing. I mean, I don't have time to play with nobody. I mean, playing is for children, and I done got grown, I think. I think I'm grown. Even though I cry every now and then, y'all know if y'all see me cry, like I told y'all, it's just I'm sensitive, okay? I'm sensitive. So we got a few more minutes. We got a few more minutes. And now Miss Tammy, the good thing about this here, people can always go back. A lot of people probably just waiting on 8 o'clock to come on. The good thing about this is and I don't want to talk when you're talking, okay? So you're gonna have to run it. I'm gonna mute myself. I'm gonna mute myself so you can come on, and I hope I don't forget. No, I really don't have to mute myself because I ain't got no noise up in here. But I'm gonna let you run it. At least you got the flow for about a good. You take that first hour, okay?
Oh no, I was thinking like 5 minutes.
No, heck no, no,
Yeah,
no.
it's just gonna take me 5 minutes.
At least give me about 20 minutes.
Well,
Because
everybody's
if the
like,
ladies, if they asking questions now, come on, y'all put it to her. Y'all put it to her. Okay, y'all put it to her. We got to work you while we got you here. We got we got to make you feel loved, honey. We're gonna have to
oh,
show you how much we love.
I feel loved. I feel loved,
Okay,
Brittany.
we got to work you while we got you on here. We might not get you back for another month or something. But it's so awesome. Like I say, it's so awesome, and I can't thank you enough. I really can't. We got us a real live nurse. I be having like real live pastors. So we got so many people that's praying for the platform, honey. And it's awesome. It is awesome. It is awesome. It is awesome. Because even though I pray every night before we hang up, that's mandatory. I pray for y'all, and I hope y'all be praying for me that the devil can't come on and try to destroy this platform, which we're not going to have that. I have the power to shut them down anyway, but we got to watch out for those scammers, those hikers, and stuff like that. And you girls was on point because y'all identified the stuff that I couldn't identify. I mean, hell, I ain't used to that. I ain't looking for nobody to come on. What they want? Some little old fat ladies? I don't get it. All us trying to lose some weight, trying to look good, and trying to get
Hmm.
sexy and stuff. And they want what? What do they want when they come on? What are they trying to get? I don't know what they trying to get from me because if they think I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing but some love for 'em. I ain't got nothing but some love. I'm very private with my business, so I don't put a lot of my stuff on internet and stuff like that. So I don't know what they gonna get. They ain't gonna get me like that. They might make us shut our page down for a little bit, but hey, Pamela, what's up, Pamela? We got a guest tonight. Y'all, we got one more minute. Pamela, go ahead on. Tell them where you tuning in from. Y'all, when y'all see somebody else come on, y'all go on and type down there. If it's like Pam just came on, Pam watching, y'all go on and say, hey, tell us where you tuning in from. Okay. Texas City, Texas in the house, y'all. Texas City, Texas is in the house. Uh, Pamela, we got a guest tonight. Guess what? We got Nurse Tammy on. I did it. I was able to do it. So I believe it's 8 o'clock now, y'all. Y'all leader is going to sit back and I'm gonna get the other phone and I'm gonna type as well. So we're gonna turn it over to Nurse Tammy. Nurse Tammy, gonna share some things with y'all and y'all please, let's ride. It's on you, Tammy.
Hello, everybody. It's a windy day in Georgia today. So I wanted to share my story with y'all. About 4 years ago, I was planning on having the sleeve done. I had already talked with my doctor about it and so forth, and was fixing to go through the blood work, the initial stuff, and I already had my insurance to approve it because I've been overweight my entire life. Um, and then before I could schedule to go in for my pre-op, I had a aneurysm. It's called a basal tip aneurysm, which is basically in the back of your head, going through the main vessel, the main artery. And typically, when you have that, the survival rate is less than 20% on what I've read and what my doctor told me. I was at home that day. I had gotten up from bed and had a severe headache, and I was taking care of my grandchild that was out of school. He was 6 years old. And I remember telling him, I said, baby, I said, Nana, don't feel good. I've got a headache. So when I lay down, I'm going to lay on the couch here and don't wake me up because, Nana's hard to wake up because I thought I was dying. I knew that was it. Um, I said, just don't wake me up. Mom will be home in a little bit. Just let me sleep and you just watch TV. That was the biggest thing that of my worry is I'm going to die and my grandchild's going to be here with me. So I called his mom. She had just got to town, which is about 15 miles out. And my battery on my phone was just about dead. I knew I had one phone call to make. And I knew if I started to call 911, I thought, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. It'll be all right. My daughter will be back and, she'll take care of everything. So, long story short, went to the hospital and they immediately saw that it was a bleed in my head. And I got airlifted from our hospital to Chattanooga, wound up in ICU for a couple of days. They wanted to watch and see if it was going to continue to bleed or close off. And then they went ahead and did the surgery because it looked like it was still leaking somewhat. And they had to put stents in and coils. My doctor told me, my surgeon, he laughed at me before I went in. He said, well, we're just going to put some coils in. I said, no, no, you're going to have to put stents too. He said, no, I don't think we're going to have to put, I said, you're going to have to put stents and you're going to have to put coils in because I've already had that vision and then I'm going to be okay. The stents is where they put in the small metal and they keep that artery open. And the coils is just little metal wires where they put in that hole, basically that it ruptured, that vessel ruptured. So they had to plug it like you would a inner tube. You put a plug in or a tire. So he came when I got out of surgery. He came back up after I woke up, and he said, "You were right. I had to do that, do both of them." And I said, "Yeah, I know. God's gonna show me what's gonna happen." But looking back, and I've been a nurse for I think 32 years, somewhere along in there, and I knew, like I said, what was happening. And it's not only a miracle that alive today. It's a miracle that I had no deficits whatsoever because that's called a hemorrhagic stroke. Basically, I had a stroke and no deficits. I'm not weak on one side. I'm not, don't have the paralysis. My memory is, well, considering I'm 59, but my memory is as sharp as can be. And I just, count it as a blessing. But saying all of that is, our goal for everyone is to lose weight, be healthy, and live the best life that we can. And I just thank God every day for the blessing that He's given me. I mean, because that was truly a miracle. But when I got on Brenda's page, I just happened to be scrolling through on Facebook and I saw her and I thought, oh, this looks like it'd be a good platform. And just listening to her and her being so positive and supportive to everyone, I just drew to her. And to all of y'all too. Y'all are such a good support system for each other. And that's what that's what we're all for here is to help each other. So I didn't have the bariatric surgery like I wanted to, but my goal is still the same, and I've reached my goal probably about 4 months ago with the Ozempic. My doctor, we talked about it after I had my aneurysm, and we felt like that would be a safer plan for me because of having to put you to sleep and everything, and so I've been on the Ozempic almost for two, I've been on it for 2 years. I think this is my third year, maybe. I can't remember. That goes back to my age. But anyway, it comes with a lot of side effects and it's manageable. But the main thing is that I have my health, my life, and God has been so good to me. And if anybody has any questions for me on as far as Ozempic, I might can help you with that. But it's the biggest thing is constipation. You just have to make sure that's with any weight loss. And, you have to get your protein in just like with the bariatric surgery because you don't want to lose muscle with your loss. You don't want to, you lose it too quickly. So does
Mm.
anybody have any questions? Thank you for letting me share my story.
Uh, hold on. Listen, y'all, Rachel, I am sorry. Listen, excuse me a minute. We'll be right back with you. Rachel, you're just going through a depression, a depressed moment right now. Um, I just caught on, Cynthia has been passed. It's just must be during that time. But anyway, we'll pray for God to um, ease your heart and stuff and give you strength and stuff. The whole platform will be praying for you, okay? And actually, I'll be calling you later, okay, to check on you, okay? Okay, now continue, Tammy. Tammy,
Yes, yes.
okay, go
Um,
ahead.
yeah, the journey has been, for me, it's been good. Um, like I said, the real side effect that I have is constipation. Sometimes if I drink too much water too quickly, I automatically throw up because that's just, my stomach, it just sets that vomiting in. Um, I do get my water in every day, and a lot of the things that y'all were talking about with the bariatric surgery, it goes along with Ozempic as well. Um, you can't eat too much because if you do, you'll pay for it later. But um, the way that the medicine works, it's GLP-1, and it affects the center in your brain to tell you that you're not hungry. And I could go all day, 24, 48 hours without eating anything, and I would never have that hunger. So I'd have to make myself, eat 3, 4, 5 times a day, depending on the amount that I'm eating and getting my water in. And you just don't drink a lot of water with your meals because that'll fill you up. I was a pre-diabetic when they started me on it. I'm still considered a pre-diabetic, and I probably will be for the rest of my life because it's on my medical chart. And that's another reason why my doctor wanted to do the Ozempic, since I um, was not able to do the bypass or the sleeve because of the aneurysm and the risk of surgery. Um, but my A1C started out with being, I think, like 9 or 10. I think it was 10.2. And when I had it checked 6 months ago, it was down to 5.2. So that's a normal range. So I'm thankful for that.
Mm. Um, okay, uh, tell them exactly who can have the Ozempic shot. And then there's this other shot. Explain to them about that because the other night we had a lady come on and she was talking about it. I told them, to my understanding, I thought you're supposed to be diabetic. I could have been wrong, or we could have. That's why I don't like to, speak on so much. That's why I'm so glad that you're on here, that once we hear it, then we'll know, what we're supposed to say to someone. So explain to them about that as well. You know, but as y'all know, what she's saying is that she was going to have the bariatric surgery, and she ended up having some complications. So we do have complications, you know what I'm saying? The bariatric ain't gonna be for everyone. So instead of her having bariatric, she ended up having the shot. She did the shots, okay? So that's why I brought her on, because y'all know we get a lot of people that ask about it. And now we'll get the right information about it. So when that come up again, we know just what to say, okay? So Tammy, I believe you got some more questions there. That's more
Okay.
questions they're asking.
So Francine, I did not have the surgery because it was not recommended after my aneurysm, and I knew I had to get my weight under control with my blood pressure and every, that was one of the reasons I believe I had the aneurysm, is because my blood pressure was high, and I didn't even realize it. I had what you call silent hypertension, which no symptoms at all. So Pamela, just diet and exercise. I still do my Ozempic shot weekly. I am on a maintenance dose, which is less than what I was on 4 months ago, but I will probably be taking it for life. That's what the recommendations are. Um, and I do, as far as my diet, it's funny because when I started Ozempic, I've always been a chocolate girl, and I still like my chocolate, but I refrain from it, but just maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks. But fruits, I've never really liked fruits, but I love them now. Vegetables, broccoli, asparagus, and all that stuff. It's just like my taste buds have changed, if that makes any sense. I think it's just, I was used to eating junk food all the time. That's how I gained the weight, and eating more healthy, like my lean meats and things. And um, that's what I crave now. So it's a lifestyle change and a diet change. I do try to exercise. Um, my mom is my walking partner, and she's not been feeling too well lately, so I sort of dropped off on that. Um, but Sylvia, as far as the side effects, like I said, the biggest one that most people complain about is the constipation. So you have to stay up on that to keep that from happening, and nausea, vomiting. And some people get sulfa burps. It's like rotten eggs. And that is when you eat foods that stay in your stomach longer. Now, this is my theory because I've had them longer than they should, because the digestion is a slow digestion. I ate hamburger meat one day, and 3 days later I was throwing it up because it sits in your stomach. So you have to be careful on what you do eat. And they do, Pam, they do recommend the latest information, and it has been since it became available, is recommending it for, this is what my doctor told me, for life. Now, I do know some people that have stopped it, and it's because their insurance quit paying for it. And for a month's supply of Ozempic, it's about $1,200 for the shots. It's once a week, and without insurance, it'd be very hard to maintain. So when my insurance quits paying for it, I'll quit using it, because I'm not going to pay 1,200 a month. But I'm hopefully my journey has been to where my lifestyle will continue as it is now. Um, and Brenda, you asked me something else.
Um,
Oh, I remember now. As far as the other ones, the Ozempic, is the FDA has approved that for the pre-diabetes and the non-insulin dependent diabetes, which is the folks that don't take insulin. If you take insulin, then you don't take the Ozempic shot. You take the insulin because it doesn't produce insulin in your body like insulin does. So it's not insulin. Some people think it's insulin, but it's not. Um, Pre-diabetes is someone that is not quite on the pills yet, or maybe they're taking one pill for diabetes, and then the non-insulin dependent diabetes are that you're taking medicine for it. Basically, is the easiest way to describe it. But they do now. I will say that at one point, probably about a year or so ago, or maybe 2 years, there's was a really bad shortage, and that's because Hollywood sort of got wind of Ozempic, and everybody was taking it, and then they cracked down on the doctors prescribing it for anybody but or only for the diabetes. I'm sorry, and the pre-diabetics. Now they do have Wegovy. Wegovy basically is the same thing as Ozempic, but under a different name. And it's the FDA has approved that one for weight loss. So a lot of people are on Wegovy. Like I said, it's the exact same thing as Ozempic, but under a different name and under a different FDA approved guidelines. So I think Wegovy is now um, having a lot of issues with just getting the medicine because it's all the doctors are prescribing it. I wouldn't recommend. Personally, I didn't want to do the Ozempic. Personally, I wanted the sleeve. That was my main purpose and goal because I thought, well, that's for life, and that'll be a good lifestyle. And I just felt like I didn't want to be taking a shot every week for the rest of my life. Um, but unfortunately, that really wasn't an option for me at that time. And I mean, now I could probably go through the pre-op and stuff, and I probably would get approved for it, but I'm at my goal weight. So for me, it was a blessing that it was available, or I would still be 80, 80 pounds overweight probably from after I had my aneurysm. But God is good, and everything has a purpose, and I'm just glad that I can be on the platform here just to answer any questions and um, that you may have. Or yeah, Francine. So you're on the Ozempic and you take it once a week. Makes me sick. It does. It'll the nausea and the vomiting, and I think that's probably why we lose weight is we just don't have. Number one, the food noise is gone. By that I mean the food noise is, you're always thinking what you're going to eat the next time. We're always thinking about food. That food noise that you may not realize you have it. I think all of us have it. Anybody that's been overweight is got that food noise, or 90% of folks anyway. But that's gone with Ozempic. But and you can, unlike with the sleeve, where physically you can't eat but a certain amount with Ozempic. Now, if I sat down to a 3-course meal, I could eat a whole plate, overflowing with food, but I have no desire to. That's the difference with that. But if you eat something that stays in your stomach too long, as far because the digestion is so slow because you have that full feeling all the time, it's going to make you sick. And Francine, the higher the dose, the sicker I get. If you're doing well at the lower dose, don't go up higher. Tell your doctor. Maintain. A lot of people maintain at the point 0.5 dose. I got up to at 2 milligrams. That was my dose. That's the highest dose, and I was on that for over a year. And now I still get the 2 milligram shot. It comes in, it clicks, and you can click on what dose that you're taking. So I don't click up to the whole 2 milligrams. One shot can last me. It's supposed to last a month. It lasts me 2 months. Pamela, I my starting weight was it fluctuate between 210 and 220, mostly 220. And now I go between 140 and 145. So what's that? 60, 70, 80 pounds. So between 70 and 80. And it took me a year to lose it because I've been on maintenance for a while. It took me a year maybe to lose 60 pounds and then 20 pounds in a year because it gets slower. The longer you've been on it, it just takes longer. Now, if I got up and exercised like I should have, I'd have probably got it off, all of it off within a year because I didn't want to lose it less than a year. The weight is slow, Francine, but that's the way, that's the best way. If you're losing, you know, a pound a week is considered very good. If you're losing more than that, then you may be losing muscle. Some weeks I would lose two, but most weeks I would lose one. When I first started it, I think I lost 10 pounds in the first week and then 5 pounds the next week, but it's been slow. But you don't want to lose it fast. I've been on fad diets before and I've lost 50 pounds in 3 months, doing a high protein diet. And that's all I eat was just meats. Shot my cholesterol up through the roof. So you've got to be careful on the food combinations. Make sure you're getting your vegetables and your protein. And, I do drink protein drinks as well. Sylvia, my highest weight was 220. And I'm going to post some pictures on Brenda's website there as soon as I can find them and figure out how to do it. But Francine, it is slow. The journey is slow. But remember, it took a long time to get where you're at now, trying to lose the weight. It's not going to come off overnight, and it shouldn't come off overnight. It's not healthy for us to do that. But, if you honestly, I think if we lose 50 pounds a year, now this is my personal opinion. I'm happy with 50 pounds a year. But now, I had 80 pounds to lose. If you have more weight to lose, you're gonna lose more. So 75 pounds in a year, I think, is a great goal. If you lose more than that, that's great. If you lose less than that, that's great too, because you're losing. You're even if you're maintaining for a week or two, you're not gaining. So that is that's a goal. That's a goal to be, and that's good. You don't want to lose it fast, Brenda. And I've heard you say that several times. Now I will tell you with Ozempic, there is there's a lot of people that drop it really fast. And I could have been one of those people too if I chose to. But you look back and they're losing their hair. I mean, by the handfuls. They're losing muscle. They're not healthy. Their labs are probably all off. But another thing, too, for anybody that is trying to get pregnant and can't, having difficulty, I can't tell you, and I'm not recommending Ozempic to you for that, but I can't tell you how many people have become pregnant after starting Ozempic. I don't know what it is about it. It's helped people stop drinking because the desire to drink is gone. It has so many good benefits. I think we're going to see marketing more. Probably not under the name Ozempic, but just like the Wegovy is the same thing as a Ozempic, but for weight loss. I think we're going to see more marketing on that as time passes on that. Sylvia, Brenda may be able to answer that better for you. Do you lose more when you're having a bypass instead of a sleeve? Honestly, I think either one of them would be about the same. Now, I have had friends before that's had the bypass, and they have a lot of issues with electrolytes and I see people come in the ER that's had bypass that's dehydrated and their electrolytes are all out of whack and stuff. Not necessarily the sleeve, but now and we have a bariatric center that does sleeves and bypass close by, about 10 miles from my town. So haven't seen a lot of issues with that. But like I said, Brenda may be able to talk to you more about that. But yeah, you can lose it too fast, and that's something that you don't want to do. And then they have another newer one that's come out that's similar to Ozempic. I don't know a lot about it except for it targets three different areas instead of just the GLP-1 that basically tells your brain you're not hungry. And it's supposed to work really good, but I think that one is probably geared more for just the weight loss and not the diabetes. Yeah, Tara, that is what I was thinking as well. Thank you for that comment. Does anybody else have any questions about Ozempic or Wegovy? I think it's good that the FDA has passed Wegovy as for the weight loss because um, that helps with the diabetic patients that need it for their A1C. Because, like I said, it brought mine down from 10.2 to 5.2, which is huge. It's huge. Well, I know that everyone here is going to have a fantastic journey, with the surgery, and I pray for y'all every day. Miss Brenda, are you where you're going to come back on, or oh, you can't get back on? You're welcome, Sylvia. Yes, Francine. Has your A1C gone down any since you've been on it, and how long have you been on it? Yeah, this is a journey for all of us with the weight loss. It's not about how you get there. It's about getting there and being healthy, I think. So Sylvia, that's a hard question. That's a individual question. If you want the sleeve or the bypass, personally, for myself, I would have begged for the sleeve. That's what I wanted. Um, but if for some reason they can't do the surgery, then you could talk to them about the Ozempic, or if you're not a pre-diabetic or a diabetic, you'd have to go with the Wegovy. And like I was talking about with the insurance, that's about $1,200 a month if your insurance don't pay. But if you have the sleeve done, you never have to take the shots. It's just, to me, that was a better choice, but I just didn't have that choice at the time. So Francine, was that, oh, it went from 13 to 6. That's great, Francine. That's great. How long have you been on the shot? So, oh, June of 23. That is fantastic. You are right on track, sweetie. Yes, the doctor will tell you what you need. Absolutely. You can't just go in and say, this is what I want. See, I was going to go in with a preference of what I would like, but I, was going to say, they would tell me, I don't have to tell them, what I was going to get. Um, Sylvia, you haven't had the surgery, correct? If they recommend the gastric bypass, then that's what I would do. I mean, you can tell him, say, hey, talk to me about the sleeve. Tell me why you feel like I need to have the gastric bypass versus the sleeves, because both of them has their pros and cons. If he's recommending it, then do your research on both of them. And it depends on, I don't know if it what the criteria for both of them are. That's a discussion that you need to have with your doctor. But you certainly can ask, let's talk about the sleeve, let's talk about the bypass. If he says, oh no, absolutely, the sleeve is not what you want, then ask him why. It's okay to ask him why. I mean, he's there for you, and you want to make sure that you get all of your questions answered. And in the end, if he says that the gastric bypass is the best one for you, remember, he's the doctor, but that doesn't mean that you can't get all of your questions asked and that you can't go in and know, okay, this is why I got this one versus this one. Because if you don't, you may always wonder, why didn't they do the sleeve on me? And if you asked up front, they'll explain it to you. They're good about that. Well, Sylvia, just talk to them and just ask them to say, let's talk about both of them and see what they say. He should be very open talking to you about it. But if he's recommending the bypass, he should be able to explain why he's recommending that. And is for your best interest, then I would go with that. But he can tell you why. Okay, so if you're having a lot of heartburn, then that makes sense. Because you can get what they call Barrett's esophagus if you have too much of that acid going up in your throat, and that's something you don't want. So, and if that's all he does is the bariatric surgeries, then he's going to know best. But like I said, it doesn't mean that you can't ask those questions. And if he's a good doctor, he'll appreciate you asking. He'll know that you're well informed, that you've been doing your research, and just he'll give you the option, or not necessarily the options, but he'll tell you why that he feels like one is better than the other, and that's a good doctor. Don't want to come back to have a second surgery. I've seen people that's had bypass surgery that's gained a lot of the weight back as well, because over time, you can stretch your stomach out, whatever, and you can eat more or eat the wrong foods. So necessarily true, but they probably have less people that come back after a bypass. You're welcome, Sylvia. You're welcome, Francine. But yeah, any questions y'all have for your doctors, y'all write them down. Ask them when you go in, and they'll, if it, like I said, if they don't want to make the time to talk to you about it, I'd move on. That's just my motto, because I've worked with a lot of doctors over the years, and 90% of them will appreciate you asking questions. They want you involved with your care. They want you to, know what's going on. And if you have a question and you just don't want to ask them. My doctors know I'm going to ask them when I come in. Miss Brenda, were you able to get on? I'm just thankful that there's a group that we can all come together and support each other and be there for each other and give advice, because y'all had y'all's journey, I've had mine. Everybody is different. Everybody's journey is different, and I think we can all learn from one another, um, with our journey. Well, Brenda, I wonder if I went off, if you could come on. Yes, Sylvia, it's always good to have support, and that's what this group gives, is a lot of love and a lot of support. Miss Brenda, you're a blessing to all of us, and I thank God for you every day. And I was wanting to ask you, Brenda, if you got your lab work back, because I'm looking for everything to be perfect on that. Because if they don't call you, everything is good typically, but you still need to follow up with them. But that's what my doctor always tells me. If I don't call you, it's good. And I want to say too that, with Brenda offering to be available 24/7, that is just so awesome. This is truly a calling for her, and I know God gave her those visions about starting the platform, and it's helped so many people already, and I see it helping so many more, Brenda, because you're right, it's going to go international. And just with the group that we have together tonight, I think everybody's just coming together with the comments and sharing, and that's what it's all about. Thank you, Pam. I appreciate that. Brenda, do I need to do anything on my end as far as that you think it would help for you to come back on? Larry from Sanford, Florida. Welcome. Because Sylvia, your sisters are registered nurses. I like the way you put that. My poor sisters are registered nurses. It's definitely a challenge now being a nurse, and the way that the government and administration and all that. I won't even go into that, but my goal is for retirement. I went Goodwilling today. I like to do my Goodwilling, and I told my mom, I took her along with me, and I said, "This is what I'm going to do in retirement. I'm going to be traveling and going to antique stores and Goodwilling." She just laughs at me. Oh, and that's another thing. If y'all are as you're losing weight and in between sizes, I wouldn't go to the store and buy no clothes. I would go to the Goodwill. They have all different sizes because you're going to be losing, and you can have a wardrobe for every 5 pounds that you lose if you want to. Um, where I'm at, they have on Mondays, they have 99-cent that color and a color for 50% off. So, honey, I just rack up, and I buy a lot of clothes for the hospital closet too. So, because we get a lot of patients come in and they either get their clothes cut off but oh, Brenda, are you coming on? But Goodwill is, I call it my GW boutique. I do that every Monday. Just happened to go today too.
And
No, I didn't, Sylvia. I forgot to tell them, but I only bought $6 worth today. Usually, Monday when I went, I spent $107, but it was a unusual day for me. I don't usually spend that much, and the most of my items were 99 cents. So I got a lot of stuff for the closet at work.
the most of my items were.
Hey, I see you, Brenda. Looks like it's slow. Sylvia, I'm a ER nurse. I've been an ER nurse for about 25 years. Before that, I was home health, and then I worked on an ENT surgical floor for a few years. That's ear, nose, and throat. But I'm ER nurse. I've done some ICU work as well, but I love my ER. Yeah, Brenda, it looks like I can see your picture, so I know that you're trying. Yeah, Sylvia, I do love psych nursing. That's, in the ER, we get quite a bit of psych patients, so I get to take care of them as well. Yeah, my daughter just graduated nursing school 2 years ago, going on 2 years, and she works on med surg unit. She said one day she's going to be traveling. I told her I had no desire to be a traveler. So is anybody having any trouble getting the amount of protein that your doctor required? And what types of protein are you using? Because for me, that's the hardest thing is to get protein. I try my best to get 70 to 75 grams a day, but it's hard sometimes. The protein drinks helps. I was at one point doing 100, right at 100 grams, I believe, of protein. And it's super hard if you are vegetarian. I couldn't imagine trying to get all the protein in. I'd be drinking a lot of protein drinks, I guess. But what are y'all eating for your protein? Because remember, you don't want to lose muscle. You got to have that protein in. And they make a protein, it's almost like Gatorade, but it's protein. It's a drink like that. And it's actually pretty good. I hadn't had any in a while. Premier is good. Premier is good. I've tried that. I like the, um, well, I can't even think the name of it now. Farms. Oh, Lord, my memory. I tell you, getting old is bad. So, Brenda, I like to eat chicken. I bake it, broil it. Um, I don't like. Every now and then I'll eat a little bit of fried chicken, but my stomach don't like fried chicken, and it's not the best choice for me. Um, Honestly, I just boil mine and put a lot of spices. And if I do, just I'll do that. Then I'll sear it with more spices. I just love the spices. And I'll tell you something I've recently discovered. I don't know if I can. It's everything bagel. It's a spice that you put on. I got it bought at the dollar store, and I had some mashed potatoes when I went to my mom's the other day, and she always makes me eat up there because she don't think I'm eating enough. But I put some of that on there, and it was like eating steak and potatoes. Best thing I ever ate. So I went and bought me some. And a lot of people put it on. They'll get a piece of toast and spread some avocado on and sprinkle it on that. I haven't tried it yet, but I did put some in my yogurt, and it's delicious. So y'all pick up some of that everything bagel. It does have quite a bit of sodium in it, though, some salt. So if you're on low salt, I probably wouldn't get it. But if and when you do use it, just use it very little bit of it. I might use it once a day or once every other day. Um, I keep broccoli in my freezer, and I try to keep fresh broccoli. I get honestly with eggs. I'm not a big egg eater, but I've started using egg whites. Now, egg whites is awesome. Um, it's got a lot of protein. You don't have all of the bad fat in it, the cholesterol that the eggs sometimes can give you. Especially if I eat eggs just to get my protein in, my cholesterol would suffer with that. So I'll get maybe a cup and a half of egg whites. It comes in a container. You can get them at Walmart. And I'll put it in a bowl, and then I'll get me some broccoli, the fresh broccoli, and cut that up and put that in there with some salt and pepper, some pepper flakes, flax seeds. Flax seeds is great. Um, the other seeds, can't think of it, but I'll put that in there, mix it all up, and put it in a microwave. Man, you talking about good. Now it probably sounds gross if you're not used to eating egg whites, but you dress it up with enough of those spices. And what I learned a long time ago, the spicier the food, the faster it burns fat. But now, if you've had your sleeve done or you bypass, you may not be able to eat all those spices like I do. My stomach's always been like an iron stomach, but I do have reflux and have to take medicine occasionally for that. But the spices don't bother me like they would other people. But fish is good. I do have I tried this the other day and it was actually pretty good. I bought some fish from. It's breaded, but I don't eat that much of it. When I do buy it, I put it in my air fryer, and it was good. But the frozen fish, I guess, would be better without the batter on it. I just personally don't like it that way. And the best fish is what my mama fries, which she fries it and makes hush puppies, and I'll partake in that if she makes it. She don't make it often. I think it's important. Like Brenda was saying the other night, is don't deprive yourself. You can have anything and everything in moderation, even if it's a bite. If you got that desire to eat the piece of chocolate, eat it. It's just a piece of chocolate. Don't sit there and eat the whole bag. I could do that, and I have done that. I've and before I lost weight, I would get a whole bag of Hershey Kisses and eat all those at one time. Now we're talking about the big bag. I mean, it might take me 2 days to eat it, but I'd eat it. The same thing with the Reese's cup, the little small Reese's, even the baby ones or the regular Reese's cup. I could eat them all in one sitting, and and I have done that, and that's what got me where I was. But now, I've got some Hershey Kisses now in the freezer. I like them cold, and I've got I think I got some Snicker bars in there too. The bite size, the snack size. But I don't sit and eat them all at one time. I might eat one a week or one every 2 weeks, but it's there if I want it. I don't feel deprived. I just don't have that desire now, like I did. And I can, the way that those Ozempic works, I could live with it, live without it. But I do enjoy eating it every so often. But just don't deprive yourself. Just eat in moderation, eat smaller amounts, and choose good proteins and your vegetables. Fill up with those. I mean, the empty carbs, the empty calories, I wouldn't, that's not going to get you to your goal as quickly as you would like. And it's not only that, it's not just about losing weight, but it's what's best for your body, what's best for your health. And that's the way I try to look at it. But yeah, some people will get them an egg and mix it up like they're going to scramble it and then add the egg whites. That'll give you more protein. Nuts, nuts are good source of protein. Berries are good. It's not protein, but it's good to add to your diet as far as your fruits. Um, I get the frozen fruits and make me a protein shake with that sometimes. I don't put much fruit in it, but I get that, and I use the protein powder to increase my protein. Oh, I'll tell you something else. I've come up with this. I made it myself. Recipe that's really good is everybody know how to make salmon patties. I'm sure from if you're from the south, but I'll get tuna with the water, tuna with water, and mix it up with some flaxseed and a little bit of cornmeal, and I use something else. I'm sorry, y'all. My memory tonight is no good. But you can use a little bit of cornmeal and make salmon patties. I mean, tuna patties instead of salmon patties. Well, you can eat salmon patties too, but the tuna patties are really good. I'll put me some pepper flakes in there when I'm making it up and have some cucumbers or something on the side. That's a really good meal too. And then I'll make some chili with chicken. Now I don't eat a lot of chili. I mean that's a splurge for me. But I used to make it with that 83 or 80% hamburger meat. I don't do that anymore. I get the chicken. I'll put that in there. Just shred it up after I boiled it. Put all my spices in it. Y'all share some of y'all's recipes. What are y'all making now? I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big cook. What I've told you I cooked is about all I cook. My kids used to aggravate me all the time and tell me I could make chili and spaghetti, and that's about it. So y'all let me know what y'all are doing. Okay, that sounds good, Brenda. I've just about, this is the longest I think I have ever taught. I'm just glad that I'm able to give information and hopefully it's helped somebody. That's what this platform's all about. Ain't that right, Brenda? Us helping each other and being there for one another. So, Brenda, I'm gonna go ahead. You want me to go ahead and disconnect now? But y'all think about that recipe exchange. I think that would be a good thing to put on the Brenda's page. Okay, so I'm gonna disconnect now, and Brenda says to tell everyone to come back on because she's having difficulty getting coming on. So everybody come back on, and I'm going to disconnect.
I am back on. Oh boy. I wonder, can y'all hear me? Been having some difficulties here. This is crazy. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. I don't know what happened. Y'all, this was so crazy. Let's go to comments. Oh boy. But when I tell y'all this was crazy. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna end this broadcast. End this